Thank you very much, Joe. And, welcome, everybody. Are you ready to start having fun at the Grand Prix? Are we ready for this? Let me tell you, 51 days from now, there's going to be racing cars on Shoreline Drive, so you better get ready and strap yourself in because it's going to be another great party, just like we had last year. And you know, I want to take just a moment to thank all of the committee members that are here that participated with us last year. You know, our 50th anniversary celebration was a tremendous success, and it was due to all of the efforts of the team. And when I say team, I mean the volunteers like the Committee of 300, our organization, other participants. That event really set a high mark in terms of the history of our company. And now we get to turn around and do it all over again. And that coming up in April. So as a consequence of that, why everybody's asking, so what's going to be new? What's going to be different? Well, let me tell you a few of the things that you'll witness when you come out to the race next in April. One of the things is that, as most of you know, our company, the Grand Prix Association of Long Beach, was purchased by Penske Entertainment back in November of 24. It didn't really have much of an effect because our plans for our 50th were already well underway. But this year, what you're going to see when you come out to the race is a substantial change in some of the configurations, and it primarily is going to be due to the support that Penske Entertainment has provided us with. I'll give you a few examples. We're in the process right now of purchasing and finishing off 10,000 new seats to go into the grandstand configuration at Long Beach. These are not additional seats, they're replacing the older ones that we've had. 10,000 this year. It's a 3-year program whereby we'll basically reconvert all of the grandstands to a higher level and a higher expectation. Second thing is, when you come down Shoreline Drive in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see a structure being built right on Shoreline on the pit side. That structure has become now known as the Premium Pit Suites at the Grand Prix. Double-decker, 220 feet long, 26 suites, all in a premium level and presented to our new hospitality guests as an experience they've never had at the Grand Prix before. And we're looking forward to, we've actually sold out all of those suites, so we're looking forward to have a really exciting adventure for them to experience when they come out. Third thing is that very generously, Penske Entertainment has afforded us the opportunity to do some real beautifications around the circuit. It's things that we've sort of wanted to do over the years, but never really had the resources to do. I'm talking about painting certain areas, putting scrim in certain areas, covering trusses in certain areas. So people that come back, and there's so many of them do year after year, will notice a significant impact of this beautification program in terms of their experience there. And at the same time, we have gone back to the concessionaire and the operations in our hospitality and increased the level of food and beverage services that we've had so people that come out will enjoy themselves. But in addition to all of that, it's still a 3-day party, just like most all of you know, and it has been for many, many years. You know, we're gonna have 6 races. We have 4 of them will be back, IndyCar, IMSA, Robbie Gordon's trucks flying through the air. We have drifting at night on Friday and Saturday night. We've added the Porsche Carrera Cup, which we had a couple of years ago, which is always an exciting one-make series. And we also have a historic race for Trans Am. So it's going to be a weekend full of racing. But in addition to that, you know, we have that huge AAA Travel Lifestyle Expo, which a lot of you have managed to be a part of over the years as you've gone through. And I can tell you we've got some new exciting exhibits that are going to be on display there in the expo. We've got music, concerts on Friday and Saturday night. We'll be announcing the talent for that here very quickly. But you can imagine, that's always a very stirring area up there on the plaza while the drifting cars are going through 9, 10, and 11 around the circuit. In addition to that, we've also enhanced the family fun zone because, as you know, we market this event very strongly as a family-oriented event, okay? So those of you who obviously have been monitoring the grandstands and the other activities there, we have a number of young families that come. And part of the reason for that is the fact that we've allowed children to enter the circuit free with a ticketed adult. We've had that policy since we started back in 1975. And what that resulted in is the fact that we now have third generation of people coming. I run into people, they say, Jim, you know what? My dad brought me, and now I'm bringing my daughter. And that, really is very heartwarming because that was the whole intent behind establishing that policy in the first place, was the fact that we wanted to have an affordable way, an economical way for people to attend as a family, as a unit. And thus the reason for all the variety of activities that take place. In the family fun zone, in the expo, in the food truck village, all intended to provide some area of interest for everybody that comes to the event. And that's what we want to do. And I want to take the opportunity to thank all of you for your efforts, not only last year at the race, but what we anticipate will be coming up here in April. Thank you very much because you really should be proud of the fact that you've been able to participate in an event that's had such a historical impact on the city and as a way as an opportunity for all of you to be involved in the community effort. So thank you very much in advance for what you've done in the past and more importantly, what we'll see you do here when the crowd comes in April. Last year, we had a record crowd for the modern era, 200,000 people plus. We're looking to do something very similar to that this year. And what we want to do is make sure that you, as our ambassadors, are in a position where you can really create a welcoming atmosphere for all the people that come to the race. It's really important. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Long Beach. Welcome to the Acura Grand Prix. Is there anything I can do to help you? All of those things make people feel welcome, and are one of the reasons why we've been as successful as we have over the years. On a personal note, I think most of you might have heard or read that this will be my last Grand Prix as the president of the Grand Prix. I've had a tremendous ride. I've really enjoyed these last 51 years, being able to do something I'm very passionate about, working in a city where I've lived for so many years, and working with people. Most important of all, working with people year after year after year, and establishing the relationships I have. And I cherish those, and I welcome the opportunity to continue to know all of you in whatever role that it plays. But in the meantime, this will be my last Grand Prix as president, and we've had the opportunity to select somebody who is well qualified to take my place. He's the co-founder of Formula Drift. He's well acquainted with what the city and the event is all about. He knows a lot of our staff and a lot of people that we utilize in terms of putting on the race. And most important of all, he really has a fundamental interest in making this event even better than it is today. And I want to take just a moment to introduce him to you, Jim Lau. Jim Lau here.